Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Max Matson, Professor of Trumpet here at Utah State University in Logan, Utah. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video about the 2024 UMEA All-State Audition material for the trumpet. This year's material has again been selected from auditionsolos.com and again is extremely brief. You essentially only have 1 minute of music and one scale to separate yourself from the rest of the pack. This means that you will need to pay very close attention to every detail of the etude and show ease and mastery of your chromatic scale. Before we get started, I would like to take a few moments to encourage you to seek out additional materials for your practice. In addition to your band and orchestra music, you should also be working from standard materials such as the Arbin book, the Herbert L. Clark Technical Studies, or possibly the St. Jacome. Consider seeking out additional materials to help you with your flexibility or lip slurs. Books I prefer for these techniques are the Earl D. Irons, the Charles Colin, and Max Schlossberg books. Every trumpet student auditioning for All-State should also have absolute command of their 12 major scales, 2 octaves up to high C or higher. If you are not taking private lessons at this point, I highly recommend that you do so. Students that develop the fastest and get the most out of this usually take private lessons from a qualified instructor. Every professional colleague of mine in music all took private lessons during their formative years, and not just from one qualified instructor, but from several instructors over time. Finally, you want to be sure you are listening to great playing on a regular basis. Off the top of your head right now, you should be able to name at least 5 famous trumpet players. And you certainly should have a favorite trumpet player, a favorite recording from that player, and you should be able to say why. Remember, in order to develop great playing, you must have the sound of great playing in your head as you practice and perform. About preparation, you should practice this material enough so that your first or second take is all that you will need. If you find yourself essentially practicing in front of the camera and trying to catch lightning in a bottle, you are doing this wrong. Try to imagine that this is a live audition, and you want to be sure you are prepared to play this very well on your very first try, like a job interview or even a college audition. Now, on to the audition material. Again, the etudes come from auditionsolos.com, and you are using Audition Solo 3B. You will also be using the letter A ending, and the duration of a solo is just about 1 minute. At the top of the piece, be sure that you only play forte and not much louder. You want to save your loudest playing for the final and declamatory 2 measures. Keep your rhythm as strict as you can, and be sure that your dotted rhythms do not sound like triplets and vice versa. Again, details matter, so if there is an accent on the notes, be sure it sounds accented. The third line is to be played dolce, which means sweetly. This is a great opportunity for you to use vibrato and to play as lyrically as you can. Be sure to take advantage of the crescendo in measures 14 and really push it a bit more on the downbeat of 15 in order to accentuate the soft dynamic change leading into measure 16. On the tag, or the A ending, be careful with the rhythm and be sure to watch all accents and articulation markings. The crescendo in measure 22 starts at the downbeat of 22 and not sooner. The ending of the etude is your chance to step out in dynamics and play a convincing ending for your audition. Try to make it musical and exciting. Thank you again for taking the time to watch this video. I hope that you have a great experience in your preparation and that your audition is a successful one. Feel free to reach out to me directly if you would like to know more about what we do here at the Utah State University Department of Music, as well as our trumpet studio. And be on the lookout for our audition dates in February. Good luck and have fun.